is this?
Hi people, and hello my Chilli Con Carnage crew, it's Chilli here for another episode of 5 Minute Reviews. This time it's going to be on the Butterfly Effects album 4.
I have heard whispers through the sound.
What you just saw was a scene from the below average Butterfly Effect movie starring Ashton Kutcher, but that is the last we will be discussing of that, don't you worry. If you don't know, this is a band that are an Australian hard rock and metal band, and searching for the Butterfly Effect might produce a few movie clips like the one you just saw, and that movie failed to live up to the hype. But you know what didn't fail to live up to their hype? This band. That is why we need to get this band, the Butterfly Effect, to the top of Google searches by engaging in bots to search the term and click the band's website, this making them the kings of the Butterfly Effect. Take that, Edward Norton Lorenz. In chaos theory, there is the Butterfly Effect, which Merriam Dictionary defines as a property of chaotic systems by which small changes in initial conditions can lead to large-scale and unpredictable variations in the future state of the system. What? Still don't get it? Alright then, we're going to use The Simpsons to help us.
Nothing's changed.
Maybe it's human nature that we are looking to link this chaotic world, but all I know is this one link. One day I was watching TV.
Not so chaotic.
And then an ad came on the TV for a new band and their debut album.
Still not chaotic.
This band was the Butterfly Effect, and it forced me to buy their album.
That's not chaos, that's marketing. Shut up, don't let psychobabble get in the way of a good story.
And that was my introduction to the band some nearly 20 years ago. I bought their CD, I've seen them in concert twice, I purchased their merch. Then I read how the band disbanded and felt that twang of oh so familiar painful loss within music. But I hung on to hope. Hope that one day the band would reunite, and years would pass until eventually I kind of forgot the hope I had. But I heard rumours of the band meeting, and that kind of rekindled my desire for the band. Eventually, there was new music, and it was okay. But then their last single dropped, and oh boy, that song was engorging. That might be the wrong word. Don't care, using it. The band was back and the album had dropped in the style of the Roman numerals of 4 with the ambiguous album cover. So, how does it sound? It's a fine return form for the lads, and at the same time it shows innovation from the band, changing their style slightly to accommodate to a fresh new sound to keep up with the scene. Fans of old will reminisce upon hearing tracks like Wave of Tides or Unbroken. The newer sounds bleed through on tracks like The Bitter Nil by Mouth, which shows Clint lay bare his feelings of the current world as the heavier tones from Kurt's guitar come down hard here. Another track with the new sound is the first single, So Tired. That is, if you don't include the song Unbroken, as it did debut back in 2019. Regardless, I mentioned this at the start of the review and how I didn't really find it too impressive. Well, let me take this moment to say I was wrong, and this song grew on me quickly. The start of this song may have a flair for a different sound, but when it gets to the halfway point, the tune takes a change that is simply sublime, and it's like the band of old meets the band of new in a song like this. It might be the inner fan in me saying this, but it is hard to fault this album. The album doesn't really drag its feet, with 10 tracks running at a good runtime of 42 minutes, and that avoids listener fatigue. The only one I could say is the weakest here is Start Again, which kind of drags along, and it's a shame because it feels like an introspective piece by the band, about the band, and to me, it serves as the first of 2 tracks to discuss these matters, with the album closer, Visiting Hours, being the second. and by far my favourite song on this album. The build up on this last song is haunting as the band come together to produce a fantastic rhythm section with an amazing bass line by Glenn, and Clint's vocals slowly soar and build to a powerful delivery, with the guitar building in volume, all held together by the impeccable drum work of Ben Hall. It's a truly remarkable feat to hear the band, but to hear them knock this song for 6, it just shows the band clearly we're vibing on this song. Overall, it's impossible to give a subjective review, but these reviews are really meant to be what I make of the music in question. And with the long-awaited 4th album by The Butterfly Effect, I will be rating it 6 million chilies on the spicy scale, and I'm sure this will only grow in time. I have played this album quite a fair bit now, and my favourite tracks are Waves of Tides, So Tired, and Visiting Hours. It's great to see the band back together again, and I was glad that they checked out my reaction to their song Visiting Hours. Thank you guys for checking that one out. Also, if you are watching this, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode of 5 Minute Reviews. Now I await one more Australian band to announce their music. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Live Listen Erased. And if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our Chilli Con Carnage Crew so you can get notified for all the future videos that we put out, as we put out videos every Friday. Also, we are on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter over at Live Listen Erased, so make sure to tune in over there. And don't forget to like this video so that our manager can stay very happy.